Hello, good morning, my friends, brothers, sisters. Good morning, my countrymen. I remain Sonny Marvelous MC, or you call me Cyril Marvelous or Marvelous Cyril, whichever way. But this is MCTV once again. I really want to, first of all, get us informed. If you are watching me for the very first time, please subscribe to my channel, like and share, comment on my wall. I will really appreciate that. Thank you and God bless you once again. There are so many disturbing issues coming out of our country, Nigeria, on daily basis, and that is the more reason why so many people have always said that they are not Nigerians. Just like my very self, I also always say it that I am not a proud Nigerian. I can never be, because the nation is a failed nation. It is a failed state, and things are no longer the way they used to be. When an Hausa man will see an Igbo man and he will be at home, he'll feel okay. An Igbo man sees a Yoruba man, he's at home. A Yoruba man sees an Hausa man or an Igbo man, he's at home, Unlike back in the days when people like Jakonde, people like Sam Mbakwe, people like Jim Wobodo, all these people, they sit one place, they dine, they feel free. If you are drinking a cup of water, maybe you want to go and urinate, you still leave it there, you go and come back and you drink, and there is no problem. But this time around, I think we are facing lots and lots of challenge, and that is to say that that country shouldn't be called a country any longer. It is not a nation, it is not a federation, it is not a country. It is high time for us to really understand that truly Nigeria has to, because that should be the best thing. I am telling you, that's just the bedrock of it. Sometimes people like to paint issues. This is something that is sure and certain. We just need to break off that country and let's have Biafra and Oduduwa. Then if the other one chooses to continue answering that name Nigeria, I think that will be okay for them. There is no problem. But there is something I just want to highlight. If you could go to the floor of the Senate some weeks ago, you really understand that so many senators are speaking out. You see a northern senator who will tell you that things are no longer the way they are. You come to the west, you see senators saying things are no longer the way they used to be. You come to the south, the former East Central state, you see so many senators also saying the same thing. So my brothers and my sisters, it is high time for us to really understand that Mr. President, actually he is at the helm of affairs, but he's not in charge. You know why? If actually he was in charge, because I really wonder if he is really the person there, because we know very much well the Buhari of 1983 to 85, the Buhari of the Nigeria Biafra Civil War. He is not the person we are seeing. Mainly at the later part of 2015 when he took over. He has never been the same person. The character and every other thing changed. And that is where I always say it could be possible that he is not the person there. Yeah. You see, in so many areas of the nation, the government has failed the people. That is just the simple truth. We are running a failed state. Can you just tell me, how could it be possible for somebody to come up and you go to the Yoruba land? You see, a PhD holder was murdered. A man that has close to 200 hectares of farmland, employed way above 100 people working for him. A man that is feeding 100 families in Nigeria was murdered, and the federal government cannot say anything. They are Fulani headers. He said they always say, the presidency always say it is farmers headers clash. Who is clashing with who? Who is fighting who? That a terrorist organization that was planted by the North in order to retain power has been killing people in the country, and you continue telling us that it is farmers headers clash. When has the farmers ever risen to fight against the Fulanis? The Fulanis that we know very much well, back in history, that they take their cows to the streams, they drink water, they take them to fallow bush where nothing is planted, they will feed on grasses, and they will take them back to wherever they are based. Or better still, sometimes they sleep in such places. But now they prefer to take them into cassava farms, they prefer to take them into melon farms, into maize farms, into pineapple farms, into plantain farms, and they eat up people's farms. And you expect just that a Yoruba man came up to ask questions. The next day, he was no more. He was killed. Look at a woman of how many years that came back with her husband and the family, was raped. Look at the agony of that woman. She was raped by Fulani men. Look at young girls that were raped to death. Look at our mothers that were raped to death. Are you telling me that if Aisha Buhari, the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, was to be raped today, so Buhari would be okay? They are nomadic people. He will be okay with that. If his daughter had to be raped today, so Mr. President will be okay. If Adesina's daughter or wife was to be raped today, Adesina will be okay. No problems. You know, the problem with Nigeria is this, or should I say the problem with the ruling class is that because they are not the people that are directly concerned or involved when all these crimes are happening, it doesn't bother them, because their wives or their children are all abroad, studying, eating our money, because you don't study forever. Maybe they now visit Nigeria and go back. Them themselves, the so-called ruling class, how many of them stays in Nigeria for straight 3 months or 4 months without traveling? None. If not because of this COVID ban and stuff like that. So, my brothers, there is need for us to really wake up to reality. This thing is really eating me up. Most of the times when I look at Nigerians, I look at our aged mothers at home. They no longer can go out to their farms that they used to see as, they used to take it as fun. You know, most of them, because they are old, and that is a lifestyle they saw themselves living in from childhood. If they don't go to farm, they become sick. If they don't go to farm, you know, they'll be attracting sickness to themselves. This arthritis and stuff like that, they sometimes fizzle away because of the little exercises they give to themselves, walking to the farm, maybe touching one or two and walking back. But now they no longer can move out. You see, this is the essence of ESN. Sometimes you see people that, why is Nnamdi Kanu planting ESN? Let Nnamdi Kanu plant something more than ESM. I would continue to be in support of that. I am a Biafran, and I am a Biafran forever. There is no going back about that. I can't hide my identity. You see, this is the reason. This is where sometimes When Nnamdi Kanu talks about some people from the Niger Delta, I begin to get surprised over the reaction of some of our brothers from the Niger Delta. This name Biafra was never given by an Igbo. Igbo. When I say Igbo, you know, generally back then, before this South Niger Delta was created, it was created to develop us more. But our people now began to see it as a tribe. We are no longer seen, but they are Northerners. They are still Northerners. They see themselves as Northerners. They see themselves as Hausas, but they have North Central, Northeast, Northwest. But in our own, we had Northwest, we have Southwest, we have Southeast, we have South-South. It shouldn't divide us. Check it. When you see the Northerners, anything they do, they always want to be under one umbrella. You cannot see them speaking from the point of we are not West, we are not Central, we are not East. They are not. Anything they want to do, they do it as Northerners. The Northerners first. Northerners first. But in our own, we always want to, we are Southwest, we are South-South. It is even the Southeast that always want to work themselves to be under one umbrella with South-South, because we used to be East Central states then. But now, suddenly, the creation of South-South, which was supposed to help in developing us the more, because the essence of state creation was to give more development, more autonomy to our people. But the state now, instead of bringing us together stronger, more powerful than ever, we now saw it as an avenue to become separate. And that is the problem we have in the South. The Yorubas, the Igbos, and the Ijos. If you say the Ijos, what about the Ishekiris? Are they not supposed to be separate? What about the what are they called? I'm sorry, the Bibios. Are they not supposed to be separate also? If we continue, if we say these are the Igbos, these are the Yorubas, these are the Hausas, in the north, how many tribes do they have there? They have the Jukuns, they are there. They have the thieves, they are there. They have the Canaries. So many. But under that one umbrella, Hausa, that is where they are. Before Fulani of yesterday started, because formerly, both Fulani and Hausa, they used to answer Hausa. But because of this, their devilish plan, they gradually ate up the Hausas. Hausas are no longer talking. It is as if the Yorubas, the Fulanis are now majority in the north. But they were just little, a kind of, they are not even, I'm not sure they are up to the first 5 tribes of the northern Nigerians. The Fulanis are not there. There are some other ethnic nationalities that are more in number than them. But today they have taken over everything, bringing in. They said that our borders were locked, but the Fulanis are still coming in on daily basis. So where these borders, the border locking is effective is within the south. The Yorubas cannot go to Benin Republic. Yes, of course. You can't go to Cotonou. You can't move out. Then people from River State cannot go or Cross River, going out of Cross River, maybe into Cameroon or, Gabon, those areas. The borders were sealed. But in the north, it is open. So if it was not open, where are these Fulanis coming from? And what is the reason behind bringing somebody from Cameroon, a Fulani Cameroonian becomes a Nigerian? And you are telling me it is okay. What is the essence of bringing a Sudanese, a Fulani Sudanese, bringing him to Nigeria and he becomes a national in Nigeria? Somebody from Mali, from Senegal, from Gambia, a Fulani, and a senator will sit down and tell us that he has relations that are Fulanis still in Mali, that they have the right to come and be integrated into Nigeria, and they become Nigerians. And we are okay with that. We better break up this country and everybody stay. If they want to go and bring the entire Mali, the entire Senegal, the entire Sudan, let them bring them and relax in the north so that they become their own country. Let them become the largest nation in the world. Let us be on our own and let the Yorubas be on their. This is just a simple thing. Why is it very difficult for somebody you don't want to allow to take over it's quite obvious. It's quite obvious. The Hausas, they just want to continue because that was exactly what Usman Danfodio taught them. And that was exactly what, what's the name of the Northern Premier before? What he taught them. That is exactly how it is. All the Northerners, when you see them speaking, all of them, they speak from one direction and ended. Look at a Senate president. When important issues are discussed in the floor of the Senate, he will be telling you time up in an important issue that involves life and properties, and he will be giving you time up. He will give you time frame to speak on such important matters that should have been given lots and lots of time so that one can be able to direct his point and get to where he wants to. But he will stop you midway. Why? Because Nigerians want the Fulanis to be treated as criminals. They want the Fulanis to be treated as terrorists. What did IPOB do to be proscribed? The Fulanis has done everything that could have made them to be flushed from the surface of the earth. But it cannot happen. Why? Because their top man is there. He was the person who said that if they did not retain power, that there would be blood flow in Nigeria. And today, if somebody talks from behind, they will say he has spoken evil. If somebody protests, he will go to jail. Look at Shawari. Nnamdi Kanu said, I want us to have a referendum. Let us talk on how to reform this nation. Let us talk about this constitution that is not working for us. Let us sit down and discuss about our constitution and re-amend it. Or have a new sovereign constitutional conference where everybody would partake and we discuss on how to move the same Nigeria forward. You said no. He said, okay, since that is the case, and because this one is favoring you, let me be a nation of my own. And that is why today you people say he want to divide our country. Which your country? Which rubbish country is that? Have we been one country before amalgamation? We were never one. The Yoruba nation was a nation existing on its own thousands of years before amalgamation. The East Central State then was existing on their own. The Northerners were existing on their myopic way because that is exactly what they want. They have been there. This has been working well for them. So why is it that each time you say, I want to be on my own, or I want the Igbos to test power, and somebody will say, we need to sit down and negotiate. What? Negotiating what? Negotiating for an Igbo man to become a president in Nigeria, and it needs to be negotiated. Thank you, and God bless everybody.